I'm Gilogetj Dedam from Elsbuktuk First Nation, and John Levi, I'm not sure if it was him who seen them, but the fracking company was taking pictures on my land, and he sees the truck and everything, and then that's when we moved up here, but up further, and I'm just fighting for my people, my land, my animals, and what they're doing is gonna slowly kill everything. Like I was told, it started in Texas, and that's desert land, and it's beautiful here. I don't want my land to look like Texas. And I got arrested on Aboriginal Day, and I stood in front of the trucks blocking them, and they came up, told me move, there was a big group of us, told all of us to move. We said no, and so they backed off, and then there was a big wave of cops coming that was blocking the whole road, and they warned us again, get off the road, and we said no, because if we got off that road, those trucks were just going to drive right by. And so then I turned my back towards them, and I just heard one, just about right here, tell me, get off the road. And I looked at him and I said no, and I was still looking at him. I didn't look away from him. And then he tells me again, get off the road. And I said no. And then I finally turned my head, and that's when he said, get off the road. And he pushed me. And I didn't say nothing because I didn't, it's peaceful protest, And so I didn't say anything. But I was thinking in my head, why did you have to push me when I turned my head? How come you didn't do anything when I was looking at you? And they didn't have to do that. And then kept pushing me, and I was even being pushed into another girl that I also got arrested with. And then after that, I got fed up, and I shoved my heel in the road, and I leaned back, and he couldn't budge me. And after that, another cop said, okay, arrest her. And that's when I loosened right up, and I walked next to Cassandra, the pregnant one, because she's the one that got arrested first. And he was holding on to my arm, we got arrested for a reason, and treating us as if we're real criminals or something. And he was holding on to my arm, and he was squeezing my arm. And I kind of was a little sassy, and I told him, you're not my boyfriend, you don't gotta hold me like that. And he just said, I know. And I told him, well, we're not criminals. I got arrested for a reason. I'm not going to run away. And he goes, I know. I go, well, you keep saying I know, but obviously you don't know if I'm telling you this. And I was explaining to him that all of us here are not just doing it for us. We're also doing it for them. And their children, their mom, their dad, their grandparents, And he just stayed silent. And then they just threw me in, and the ride there was terrible. It was so hot in the paddy wagon. But we were about another 20 minutes away from Moncton, the jail that the ladies go to. And I was starting to breathe really heavy because it was getting so muggy in there. I couldn't breathe good. It was so muggy and hot. And I banged on the window, and he just looked up and kept driving. He didn't ask what's up. I wasn't psycho banging, making it seem get me out of here or something like that. No, I just knocked lightly to let him know that I kind of wanted to ask him a question, and he just ignored me and kept driving. And on top of it, the woman that was with us that was pregnant, she was 8.5 months pregnant. And we told the cops that, and the cops told us to bang on the window if anything happens to her, if she's starting to feel pains or anything like that. And then he would pull over and see what's going on. And when I knocked, he didn't even ask what's up or anything, knowing that he was supposed to, be cautious because of the pregnant woman. But
and you
no.
mentioned that they arrested her first?
Yeah.
Is there a reason?
There wasn't no certain reason. It's just because she was closer to them. She was more on the yellow line.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the only reason why. But we also not yelled at them in a vicious way, but we yelled to watch out for her. She's pregnant. It was kind of obvious, but still, they still arrested her. And as I was told, they weren't even supposed to make any more arrests, and they arrested 12 people that day. And they also got violent by the second batch of people who got arrested, and there's no need of that, because this is a peaceful protest, and we're not bringing any violence. We're not swearing at them. Yeah, we do yell at them, but we don't swear at them. We're not even yelling at the cops. We're yelling at the fracking company.
Okay. And so while you were in the police van and being transported and everything, did they at any time offer you water or bathrooms or?
No, not at all.
I assume that you were handcuffed?
Yep. We didn't have the regular handcuffs. We had the zip ties, and one side was really tight, and I tried to tell the cop that it was tight, and she just told me, "Oh no, it's not the tightness, it's because you're moving." And I told her, "Well, okay, well, I really have to pee. It's really hot in here, and now you just let in a bunch of mosquitoes. I'm really uncomfortable, so what do you expect me to do? Just sit still, perfectly still? No, I'm very uncomfortable. Of course I'm going to be moving." And it did not cut me, but it was slowly starting to cut into my skin. And it did leave a little bruise, but the bruise is gone now, but it did leave a little bruise. But there was no need of it. And like I said, I tried to knock on the window to ask him a question, and no, he just kept driving. And on top of it, he was not a careful driver either, because a lot of times we were going like this, and he knew that we had a pregnant woman with us and an elderly lady, but he didn't care.
And I assume there's no seatbelts?
No seatbelts.
And so how does this make you feel about Canada in general and New Brunswick and has this changed your view of the province?
Nope, but it changed my view of United States of America, because I actually used to live there till I was 16, and that's where it started from. And already it's kind of banned, not permanently banned, but it's banned from already a few places in Canada. And that's why we're doing this. And there's small groups, but there are people coming from all different First Nations to help us out. And I respect that. I respect everybody that comes here. Everybody comes here, donates food, water, and we have our sacred fire, and we offer food to our ancestors, and we're calling our ancestors in to help us out. And by us getting arrested, it's not making them stop, but it's making them slow down until we can think of further solutions. And as long as they're slowing down, that's okay for now. But I just wish they would stop, because my land's beautiful. Our land is beautiful, and I don't want any of this to change. It's already changing in its different ways, but I don't want a dramatic change like this. It's dangerous for everything, but they don't care. They just care about the money. In my eyes, that's what I see and feel in my heart, that they only care about the money.
And where do you see this going from here?
I'm hoping and praying that it just all goes away and that they don't continue. But other than that, I can't see in the future or anything like that. I just hope and pray, and I pray hard that they just stop and just go back home to the United States of America, where they belong.
And is there any particular message that you'd like to send to people watching?
Yes, if you're watching this, please come help us. We need all the support, and we have shelter, we have food, we have water. Just please come help us. More people, the better.